Can Christians drink alcohol?
Yeah, I hate this one. So the short answer is yes, Christians can drink alcohol. The other question is, should Christians drink alcohol? And if so, then how much alcohol? So I always preface this with my background is that I come from a non-drinking tradition. As a minister, I do not drink, never have. My family background, there's alcoholism in my personal family, not my immediate family, but my extended family. There's alcoholism. I've had people, family die from alcoholism. So I'm very much cautious about alcohol, and we know that in Scripture that people drank wine, and I've seen over the years people who argue about different types of wine, whether it was fresh off the vine and so hadn't had a chance to ferment or anything along those lines. Typically, from a biblical perspective, wine was used to drink in many different forms. Some of it was stronger than others, but none of it was fermented to the point that wine or drink is today, because the fermenting process hadn't been developed at that time. So
now the question is, how much did Noah drink?
Drank a lot.
Must have been a lot.
Yeah, enough to knock him out. So, I think I think the question is that are we allowed to? Yeah, but God doesn't want us to be drunk. So, and God abhors drunkenness. So my question as a non-drinker has always been, so where's the line? Mm-hmm. Where's is it 0.08 like it is defined here in the state of Washington before you become legally drunk, or is there something farther on? I think the idea is to that's what they had to drink back in those days. That was probably the safest drink to have, but they weren't drinking to get necessarily drunk and inebriated. So I think we as Christians, we have to be careful with our testimony and with our common sense. I mean, do you want to get plastered all the time? I mean, is that honoring to God? Is it honoring to the testimony that you're trying to develop with the people around you?
Is it good for you?
Yeah,
mentally and physically.
Yeah. And I've also seen people when they are drunken that their personal inhibitions kind of lower down, come down, and they act out in strange, weird ways. Growing up, my father being a police officer for 36 years, we would hear stories of times where he would have to intervene with people in family domestic squabbles because of alcoholism, and so he just never ever saw anything positive from drinking, and I guess I picked up on that, and I haven't seen it from a personal standpoint. I haven't seen it being a positive thing either. So I have a big bias in regards to not drinking, and I recognize that bias, but I also think from a biblical standpoint that can Christians drink? Yeah. But they need to be careful what they drink and how much, because it's not God's desire for us to be drunken. We should get some good responses on that one, huh?
Oh yeah, probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.